Welcome back, folks. My name is Joe, and this is Joe's Bad at Video Games. And I wanted to apologize, because it has been a little bit, and I have not had a ton of time to record. I have made a bit of progress between recording sessions, but before I talk about all of that, I should mention that I have a baby due in about five or 6 weeks. So I have very much had to make a lot of changes around the house, including moving my computer space into a more public area to make room for the baby. So we are going to be hit and miss for recordings, and I might have to do more voiceover recording. But we will see about that and how it goes. It ultimately depends on what's to come in the next few weeks. On top of the little that is coming, I have another little who is currently taking a nap. So this recording session will likely get interrupted as I don't have the soundproofing that I had, so he may overhear me and rouse from his bed at any moment. So I apologize for any interruptions or inconsistencies throughout the recording. Now then, let's go ahead and get back to what we have been up to. As you can see, I have done quite a bit of exploring. I just kind of wandered off in this direction. I found Dune Shelter, and I found what basically is a desert, I think. The Tower of the PIDF. I have the Tower of the Free Pal Alliance, which is the next tower I need to take on, and I haven't actually explored it because it's a cold area and I don't have proper cold gear yet. I have found a few other areas, and I've done a little bit of caving. And now I am over here where I have set up another base because I was in dire need of metal and ore. And, oh, I did not realize there was going to be one of these right here. Neat. Let's go ahead and pull out our musket. So anyways, while I was... Oh, there's a big guy. I want Univolt out. Because Univolt is very useful in these situations. Okay, anyways. So like I was saying, I needed metal, and I found a cliff top that has a ton of metal, just ore rocks sitting around it. So I figured I'd move my original base to this new area, and just kind of use it as a gathering point, I guess. There's the Grenadier. Good job, Univolt. Good job. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab this toucan explosive bud. I've rescued one of these before over towards the primary base. I have also made some changes around that base, just kind of reorganizing and optimizing things. I guess more trying to make the base look cooler and also be more efficient. And here actually is a clip of me accidentally destroying the PAL bench, or the PAL, what is it? What is it called? The PAL box. Yeah, I accidentally destroyed the PAL box at that base. So here, we'll just go ahead and jump to that real quick. Anyways, let's go ahead and fast travel back to our primary base, and we will drop off all of this metal ore that we acquired, so we can go ahead and make ourselves a bunch of ingots, because that's something we're really going to need, especially if I'm going to keep this as my primary base of operations. That's not what I wanted. I'm just going to dump it all in here. I know it doesn't really go in there, but that's where it's all going to go for now, because it is going to be turned into ingots. Can I also say, one thing that I do very much appreciate about this game is that I don't actually have to consume fuel. I can just have my pals do the work for me, and it's really, really beneficial, I feel. Not having to worry about mining things like coal and whatnot. I did find some coal, by the way, but my inventory was very full, so I only grabbed a little bit. We'll toss those in there for now. And, oh, I have a huge dark egg. Oh, yeah, I had some egg hatches, so let's go ahead and take a look at those, including this guy. This guy, a Digtwaz? No, he wasn't an egg hatch. He was from a cave. I'll go ahead and found him in a cave. And let's go ahead and... no, that's right. I accidentally broke my incubators, and I ended up moving them into what is now the official housing structure. I've got all my pals' beds set up in here, and then I've got another bed up here, and then I decided I was going to live with my pals, so I am all the way up here. These guys seem just a little cold. Did I get the heater? What would that be under? Would that be infrastructure? It would. And I don't have enough ingots for it. That's why I need all those ingots. Okay, well, let's go ahead and... Oh, yeah, we've got our power generator set up, and it really is only used by the production lines. And I think I set up a couple of lamps because my pals kept getting frustrated about not being able to reach the torches. Oh, I've got my hyperspheres ready. Okay, so I don't really have a plan of what to do today. I did discover a few new bosses, and I am of an appropriate level to start taking on these guys. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do just some boss rushes here and get ourselves ready to go take on the Tower of the Free Pal Alliance. So let's go ahead and we will... There's quite a few that I could probably take on at my current level. But I want to kind of, because let's see, this is pretty far south here. So I think I want to focus on traveling a bit more south right now since I made this long journey off in this direction. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and focus on traveling south today. And we can go ahead and fast travel to there to start out, or we could go here and explore this area. Or I can come up here and be by the base and explore the area around this base, which might actually be... I'd say I'd leave it to you guys, but y'all aren't here. So let me check my resources and see what all I've got. I can definitely put a bunch of things away. I don't need the rifle ammo. I don't need the shotgun shells. Handgun ammo and this, yes, I do want to keep. These I will sell. This can go in the grinder. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Medium puzzles. All right. So we'll go ahead and max this out. Okay. That's right. I found a Mao Christ. I don't remember if I hatched it or if I don't remember how I got it. I'll check through the clips and see if I can find that. But I got one, and I am quite pleased with it. It is quite the useful little thing, because it produces money constantly, and I adore that about it, because it is just it's so nice. Okay, we have. You have some issues, bud. I need to figure out where I am putting everything. I have some mushrooms that could go in here. I have an egg that needs to go upstairs. I'm going to get all the stuff put away, and then we will start out on our journey. And I think we're going to start with the... We'll head after the Univolt. We'll head after the Univolt. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, I forgot to mention, I may have acquired myself a wandering merchant. Just kind of, I wanted to see what would happen. And it turns out that you can, in fact, capture them. And they, yeah. So I now have one that lives at my base, which is very useful. And it is on the other side of the river, right? Yes. I quite like the Gale Claw. It is quite nice as a glider, as you get quite a lot of forward momentum with it. need you to start digging right now, bud. What I need you for... Oh, I wasn't even loaded. That was awkward. Anyways, like I was saying, bro, get over here. I do not need you to mine for me right now. I need you to fight for me. Thank you. I'm definitely going off of, you know, ground beats electric logic here. And it seems to be a good plan. No, bud, I know how dangerous you are up close. Oh god. Oh god. Whew. Thank you, Digger. Whew. Nice try, Univolt. Nice try. Right in the butt. Right in the butt. Ow! Oh, ow. Come on, come on. Whew. There we go. Okay. Obtained the Univolt bounty token. Okay, okay. Didn't realize there was a bounty for that thing. But that's cool. Chickens, learned power bomb, and something else. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue on our way south. And we will go ahead and pull out our own Univolt. Come on, bud. And I know I had intended originally to name all of these guys, but at the point that I'm at, I'm just discovering them and exploring them so frequently, and so... Ooh, a cave. Easily distracted, that's what I am. You know what? Caves don't actually take all that long, so let's go ahead and let's see. What zone is this? The Isolated Island Cavern. It's level 13, so this is going to be pretty low level. But we might find some useful resources in here. In particular, sulfur is a good one for making gunpowder and whatnot. And I always need more metal and syndicate thugs. Oh yes, by the way, at some point I acquired the schematic, or I leveled up and gave myself the schematic for the pistol. Either way, I'm glad to have it. Because it is... Honestly, the pistol and the rifle are my two preferred weapons when it comes to games like this. I just kind of like the option of the long range and then switching immediately to the close range. Especially, you know, the high damage output from a distance, which is what the musket offers. Which is kind of odd at how accurate this is, because historically, muskets are not sniper rifles, and this thing functions basically exactly like a sniper rifle. So I'm torn, because there's the part of me that would love it to be a little bit more more accurate in the sense that it is inaccurate, but at the same time I'm kind of glad it isn't, because it's early access to a rifle. Oh, these guys are gonna go pick on some poor... Oh, it's just a daydream. Alrighty, that was fairly easy. Sorry, I'm not the best at commentary when it comes to combat, because I tend to just really focus on what I'm doing in the moment. And that is part of my... I don't know whether I should attribute that to the autism or the ADHD, but I got both, so, you know, that's what happens. Oh, Mammothswine. Mammarest. I'm actually potentially strong enough to take you on and catch you? Let's go ahead and reload the musket. Pop off one shot at it, and then I've got some of the red spheres. Hyper spheres. Let's see how well this works. Oh my gosh, I caught one. Oh, yeah. Nice, nice. I'm excited about that. There's an Eichsteer just sleeping right here. Or is it dead? Oh, it's dead. It's just dead. Okay. We've got a Gumas, a Lunaris. We can take on a boss Gumas. Bosch Gamash. We've got some... Oh my god, it's huge. You are a big boy. And I'm willing to bet I could just catch you with a Gigasphere. From behind while you sleep. Come on. 74. Yes! Oh, that is silly. That is silly. Looks like we've got ourselves another boss fight area. Sealed Realm of the Esoteric. Okay, oh, and this is where the Lunaris is, which I have one of those. Those Depressos want to pick a fight. And who the heck is Syndicate? Okay. Oh, hey, they have a camp here. That's right, I was headed towards the campfire smoke and got completely and totally distracted. So let's go ahead and take care of these guys real quick. And while I do that, I guess I'll talk a little bit about my plans for the next few videos. I'm planning on continuing Palworld here. I am enjoying playing through this game, and I'm enjoying documenting the journey. However, I also know that it is not necessarily good for my channel, because I have actively been losing subscribers while posting Palworld videos. So I definitely know I need to get back to posting at least a little bit of Minecraft before I also investigate some other games that I have just had sitting in my game library. I'm looking at maybe Tiny Tina's Wonderland, because I've had that for a while, and I'm a big fan of the Borderlands series, and the Tiny Tina's D&D DLC from Borderlands 2 is probably my favorite DLC of a game ever. So I definitely want to check out that game, and I would love to do that and document it here on the channel. Other than that, I have quite the collection. I want to do a few more survival-style games, just because I haven't played them in a while. I'm thinking about some RimWorld, Valheim. I might even do some Raft, though Raft is a lot more entertaining when you've got more than one person, so I may have to try and reach out and find someone who wants to play Raft with me. So we will have to see. Oh, those are the frog guys. Wait. I want the frog guys. Come on. Oh my gosh, why are you frogmen so hard to catch? Because I'm using lesser balls, I know. Spheres, lesser spheres, that's the word. But I've wanted these frog guys ever since I saw them in my Paldex, Palpedia. And now I found them.
The next day.
Alrighty folks, welcome back. I had to remind myself that I am in fact recording in the middle of an episode because I got interrupted. My little man, he woke up, and let's see what this egg has real quick. Capricorn, cool. I've got a couple of those out of eggs. I've actually gone ahead and hatched all of the eggs, and we've gotten, I think the only thing we got that was of note that was new to me was a cat witch thing, I think is what it's called. Right, anyways, a couple of other things of note. I did a little bit of playing because my son wanted to watch me play, so that is not going, it was not recorded. But while I was doing that, I ended up traveling down to this island because he wanted to know what was far off in the distance. And that is where I caught a Grisbolt, as well as some Terra Eichsteers. The Grisbolt is currently operating within the group, and the Terra Eichsteers are somewhere around here. I know I got the Cat Witch thing. I have no idea where I put it. Yes, the Eichsteer Terra. Felbat, Mao. It must have ended up in an open slot somewhere along here. I'm going to find that real quick. There it is. We got ourselves a Catris. And I didn't... Wait, can you hatch the boss ones? Because it's level 1, but it's a boss one. Okay. It did come from a rare egg, so there's that. And it is sickly, but has fine furs. And it is good for medicine, handling, and transporting. Don't really need you right now. Not at this base. No research in progress. Do I have what I need to do? No, because I have like no PAL manuscripts. Not all of these require the manuscripts though. Research speed of handiwork. Let's go ahead and look at the kindling because I want to get the flame cauldron. So I need manuscripts for that, manuscripts for that, manuscripts. Okay, I need to go acquire some manuscripts, which means I need to go do some caves and some bosses. And that was what we were planning on doing. I'm remembering now. Before we left off, we were going to go after the Fangalope, and it was nighttime and we couldn't find it. So let's go ahead, and it's daytime now. It's a fresh day. Hopefully that camp isn't there to not, block the spawn or whatever. So let's fast travel. Let's go find ourselves a Fangalope. Ooh, Xenovaders. I've seen those at another meteor, and I did not get a chance to catch one. I would really like to catch one. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Caught them both. Okay, good. Did definitely catch them both. Let's go ahead and equip this, and we'll mine up our meteorite. And then we'll get the Fangalope. But I am excited. I have no idea what the Xenovader is, but I saw them. They looked cool. And I'm looking forward to exploring them a little bit more once we get the Fangalope. And once again, we have a camp here. Let's go ahead and reload that. This man over here, I need to reload. So once again, there's a camp here. Take care of them real quick. All right, I'm going to clear out this camp, and then I'm going to try unloading and reloading the area to see if we can get ourselves that Fangalope. Alright, it appears the camp has despawned, so hopefully that means that our encounter will spawn. Because this is where it's supposed to be. I'm kind of sad. I want this thing to spawn in, and it's not spawning in. I'm kind of at a loss of what to do. What's this down here? I think I've explored this already. Maybe not. I don't recognize this. Is the Fangalope underground? Is that what I'm missing? Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. We got a cave. Let's take a look. There's the Fangalope. Drifting cloud. Okay, that did not do much damage, which means it should be fine to send out the Van Worm. We will just get ourselves onto the hyperspheres right away. We gotta just keep an eye on itself. Oh gosh! Van Worm made a pancake. Oh, and your attacks are highly effective. Good to know. It is weak to fire. Oh, I flipped right into that. Let's draw the fight out here so I can keep a better eye on it. Come on. Alright, now you've got some room to breathe, Van Worm. We're not quite there yet. Ow. Okay, that's enough, Vanworm. That's enough. Come on, catch. Ow! Yes, there we go. There we go, there we go. Whew. Oh, that was actually close. That was actually close. Defense pendant. I already have that. There's a lot of iron down here. Urgh. I want to take it all with me. I don't know if it's actually iron. I mean, I would assume it is. They just call it metal. But I can at least break one of these down and bring it with me. Alrighty, we have slipped the night away. We are back at the main base, and I realized I've made a few adjustments and changes to the base, and I didn't talk about them at all. I've taken down the wall because a large portion of it was just deteriorating because it was outside the primary area, and I haven't really needed it all that much. That Memorest is just coming straight for us. And then I also realized that I could grow crops indoors and grow them on multiple stories. So that's what I've got going on in here, and I've got it set up. And also, yes, this is my Memorest, who's just doing a great job here. So I got all these guys doing their things. And then I set up this spot over here where I have condensed all of my workshops and whatnot into just one structure for now. I'm going to put the weapon assembly workbench up here. Not workbench, what's it called? The production line. There we go. And I've got most of my material storage up here. But other than that, those are really the major changes that I've made to the base. And there's this chest for the PAL drops. Things I don't need on me right now. Bum 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 bum. Sorry, I am really good at just trailing off and losing track of the fact that I am not talking. So anyways, so yeah, I've made a few adjustments to the base, and I decided to make this more of an open area. I might open up these walls too, but that's a project for off-camera time. For this, right now, let's go ahead and pick up all this stuff, and then we're going to head back over to the other base, and we will... there was a bounty over there that I want to go check out, and then maybe we'll tackle another boss, and I'll call it good for this episode. So let's... yeah, so I will meet you guys at the other base. Okay, for you guys, that was a very quick cut, but for me, it's been, I don't know, half an hour because of just how distracted I get, I guess is the best way to put it. So anyways, we are finally going to be going after the Siren, and then after that, I think we will take on the Relaxosaurus Lux, as that's the next closest one, or there's the Broncherry Aqua. Let's go with the Relaxosaurus Lux. We'll challenge that one next, after the Siren, and then I think that'll be it for this episode. As for me, it's just been a lot of back and forth and up and down, and there's a lot of footage that is just not going to be used from this episode, because I'm the type to just click record and then let it go, and then I go back and I start cutting it up, and that's a big scary Relaxosaurus. Okay. Is this going to be another one of those situations where the person I'm looking for is, like, underneath me? Seems to be the case, maybe? Yes, okay. The Siren. I am here for your bounty. Ow! And taken care of. That was about as easy as I expected. Let's grab this Lifmunk effigy. And then I will catch you guys at the Luxosaurus. Alright, I believe that over there is what we are looking for the Relaxosaurus Lux. Let's go ahead and unlock the fast travel to this point. Gain ourselves another tech point. go ahead and check our inventory, make sure everyone is fed. I need to eat, and you need to eat. Okay. And of course we've got a syndicate thug who thinks he can just hang out over here. And me not being loaded, because I'm so smart about that. Sealed Realm of the Thunder Dragon. Okay. The Thunder Dragon, which means I'm thinking Digtoise? Digtoise? Digtoise. Digtoise. Egg. Alrighty, let's go ahead and enter the dungeon. Enter the dungeon. Oh God, you're big. It's okay. I brought something big as well. Whew. And I hardly did a scratch. Let me reload, please. Ugh! These things' heads move way too much to reliably get a headshot on them. At least with the musket. The biggest drawback of the musket is that it's like 8 seconds to reload it. So if you miss your shot, I'm better off just taking body shots. That's what I should do. Ugh. Pull him back. Nope. I don't need you fighting either. Oh gosh, dang it, Lunaris. I wanted to catch it. I wanted to catch it, and I accidentally sent out Lunaris and killed it. And I am very sad now. Yes, hello, Memorest. Hello. Oh dear, y'all are out of food. That's not good. Which means I need to get these pals allowed to transport. Yes. Select recipe. Take mushrooms. We're just gonna go ahead and not all of them, but I should get a good production of those going. We will go ahead and pull out our own fire pal so we can start baking those berries. And do I have any food on me that I can spare for them? Well, yeah, I can toss that in there. I can toss that in there, and I can. We'll call that good, so they can all come and... Oh, God, they're all starving. What happened? I guess I just was gone long enough that their food stores ran out. Alrighty, folks. Well, that does it for today's episode. It is a little bit listless and aimless, and for that I apologize. I am having trouble kind of figuring out just what I'm supposed to do besides just progressing and trying to advance my gear and whatnot. And I'm assuming I just need to go after the towers. So next episode, we are going to go ahead and tackle the tower, whichever tower we need to tackle next. The other syndicate. I don't even remember how to open my quest log anymore. Yeah, but I know they're somewhere around here. We need to take on these guys, the Tower of the Free Pal Alliance. So we'll take these guys on in the next episode, and we'll clean up any bounties along the way. Other than that, expect also a new episode, a new series, actually. I'm going to be bringing a new Minecraft series with the new updates that are out, and I'm finally feeling ready to get back into it. And I figured the best way to experience it is with starting a fresh world. So that will probably be coming out shortly after this one, within a couple of days, I hope. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks, and bye-bye. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are very, very live. We are live. We are live. I don't need to talk so soft. We are live. We are live. There is no baby here. I can turn all this down, and then you can't hear me. I don't need to worry about being too loud. There's no one here to stop me now.